Now, I've been inactive for like a really long time. I'd say about a month and all that whatnot. And right now I'm about to explain it. So I have been very busy in the month of December. Why? Because family was over, and basically it's just I was spending more time with like family and friends and all that whatever. So I didn't really come to the time around making videos. I could have honestly. I mean, there's really no excuse, but this a lot was going down. A lot happened. Oops, sorry about that. My phone went off. But yeah, just a lot has happened. I am honestly, like, guys, like, I am really sorry. That was the longest inactivity I've like ever had. And by the way, if you guys like, if I'm ever inactive or anything, look in the corner right now. You're gonna see a little card pop up. If you guys don't remember, Johan, he does Twitch and YouTube and all that, and he was doing a giveaway actually not too long ago for iTunes card. So honestly, if you guys want to like go and check in for those freaking giveaways and all that good shit and all that whatnot, and just have a freaking good time and chill and stream, just go to Johan's freaking Twitch, because why not? I haven't talked to him in a while. I miss him. He's my man friend. That dude's beast. Check him out right now. So let's get into the story today. So for today's story, we're gonna we're gonna go back to about maybe I think a year or two ago. Now this is a story of my mom. So if you guys haven't seen in the last video, the I've Seen Her Naked video, by the way, which is on my mom's birthday, be sure to check that out also. So in this video, or in this story, my bad. So on this occasion, me and my mom, we had gone to school. And if you guys already know, I am a lousy student. I mean, I pay attention. I do good work and all that. Thing is, though, I tend to be lazy. And I'm very, like, on rare occasions, or at least back at this time, I'd catch an attitude with teachers, like if they'd decided to like pretty much get at me about something. So either way, long story short, one of my teachers had I was kind of talking in class, and then she got mad. She's like, oh, blah blah blah, don't talk. So basically, I just kind of caught an attitude with her, and I started talking back for no reason. So basically, at the end of the day, it came to my mom having to get me from school. Basically, it was also like, to my luck, it was parent teacher conference also. So basically, just all that went down. So my mom didn't make too big of an issue. She told me, she's like, well, you shouldn't be doing that and all that whatnot. But it wasn't until we went to the store where she just kind of caught an attitude out of nowhere. So we went to Walmart. Now Walmart's only about 2 miles away from my house. So we're going down there. We're going to pick up some foods and whatever. Basically a bunch of necessary things. And while we're there, we start arguing in the car. She starts yelling at me about grades and like all that whatnot. Like typical parent shit. Like when they start yelling about you, anything about school or whatever. So like it's grades and then teachers and like all that whatnot and how I gotta behave and all that. So I'm like, we're arguing back and forth, and it got to a point where the arguing kind of like intensified, and it went from like just kind of like simple like talking back and forth whatever to like legit like my mom's screaming at me and I'm like pretty much in a kind of yelling back in a way. So just either way, I remember I just got so mad. I just got mad. My mom's screaming at me. I'm like yelling back, and we're in the car now. After about maybe maybe like 8 minutes in the car, like really just continuous arguing, it gets to the point where we get to the front of my house. Now, right in front of my house by the road, there's like this little hole in the ground. It's like this little well thing, kind of like that goes under your driveway and shit, for like basically for water to flow through and go to the sewers and all that. So my mom, she drives like a little like tiny car, like I think a sedan. Yeah, because she does a little sedan. So it's like here's a picture in case you don't know what it is. So it's like a little car. So she goes to pull into the driveway, and when she does this, she pulls in tight as hell. And when she does this, the front of the car just literally just banks right into the hole and freaking pops out, and it dents the car. Like it like breaks some shit on the front. And now she's screaming at me at this point. And this was literally just like I said, I mean, me and my mom were like screaming at each other in the car. So she's like, oh my god, she's like, look what you made me do. Basically, she's yelling at me because she was saying it was my fault that I had kind of done this. Now my mom, she's not like super religious, but like she just is. I've kind of said some dumb things regarding religion, whatnot, whatever. It's kind of like using the Lord's name in vain, quote unquote. And she told me not to say that and all that whatnot. So she's like, basically, we're in the driveway, and because I was yelling at her, she's like, look, she's like, you see what you did? She's like, it's Satan. She's like, you're getting in touch with him. That's the problem is. Now look, it probably sounds really stupid now that I'm saying this, but just wait. This tiny little concept will get a lot freaking better. So we go inside, right? We go inside and I have all the bags and whatnot, like all the groceries and everything. And when we go in, my mom was like, get in the kitchen. She's like, we gotta talk. So she's putting food away and everything. And while she's doing this, we have no more space in the freezer for for the meat, so we can freeze it and whatnot. So she starts cleaning it out, whatever. Now we're in the house for maybe like 13 minutes, and it's literally just continuous bickering. Like she's yelling at me, and I got to a point where I just stay quiet. Like I just stopped yelling. I figured I'm like, what's the point? I don't do it anymore, but it's like this happened a while back when I was younger, so it's a little bit more acceptable. So I just got to a point. I'm like, I'll just be quiet. I'm done arguing. So my mom is still yelling at me, but while she's doing this, keep in mind she's also trying to make space in the freezer for the frozen meat and everything. So while she's there, she knows that I'm like beyond pissed with her because she annoyed me to the point where I got there. So I'm sitting there and I'm just like, I'm eating my Fruit Loops and shit. I'm like digging into this counter, and my mom was like, we have one of those pull, like it's like our fridge, the way it is, we have like these 2 pull doors on the top, like they kind of open outward, and the bottom one is a little pull freezer, like it pulls out like a little box. So like she's like a tiny little lady, so half her body is inside of this freaking freezer. Now while she's in there, she's moving. Oh, she's moving food and everything, right? And as she's doing this, the fridge wiggles. And now I'm just sitting there, I'm still eating my Fruit Loops, like I'm still mad, and she's still yelling at me. And somehow she bumped the fridge, and this so we have like these little fancy little plates, like they're not eating plates, but they're plates that have like drawings on them or whatever, like ceramic plates and shit, like they're fancy little things. So the thing falls from the top of the fridge. It falls from the top of the fridge while my mom is yelling at me. I'm still eating my Fruit Loops, and I'm looking at her. This plate falls, and it fucking shatters on the back of her head. And if you think I'm lying, I'm dead ass right now. Like, it legit just... the plate just falls, and it just breaks in the back of her head. And, watch, she just stops yelling, and you just hear, like, ah! She's like, adios! Blah, 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 blah. Like, she starts speaking in Spanish or whatever. She's like, you see, basically, she blames Satan for it. She blamed because, I was mad, I brought out, the Satan, whatever. I caused for, a bad situation. Now, like I said, it sounds really stupid, but it was probably the funniest shit I'd ever seen. Because she was just yelling at me, and when the plate fell on top of her head, I'm not talking, it broke, it just broke in two. I mean, this thing literally shattered. If you drove a fucking car through a damn window, it just breaks into a million different little pieces. So she turns around, and while I'm eating my Fruit Loops, I turn around. I went from mad to this sniggering little look on my face. I was trying so hard not to laugh. So to try to cover up, what I do is I open the cabinet behind me, and I'm trying to I am trying so hard not to laugh. I look at her and I'm trying to keep a serious face, but I just cannot. So I kind of start putting cereal in my mouth to just kind of cover it up, and then she's looking at me. She's like, you laughing at me? She's like, you laughing? She's so mad, and just imagine it though. I mean, it was the funniest thing ever. So she's yelling at me as basically while she's yelling, I kind of lost my shit and I just started laughing in her face. It was completely unintentional. I didn't mean to. But it's just, I don't know, this situation, it all happened so fast. It was so freaking funny, too. Anyway, today was kind of a short story. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Now, I had to get something up, so, I gave you guys another story. Now, I mean, there's more to come and everything, because I know you guys really enjoy these. And, actually, today, there's a guy named Subject Snake. You guys can usually see him down in the comments. Yeah, today in school, I walked out of class, and, the Subject Snake guy, his name is Devin. He talked. He's like, is that TVG erratic? I'm like, oh, it was pretty funny. But I think the best thing that happened was after that happened, some random ass kid walking in the hallway. He's like, wait, he's like, TVG erratic? He's like, you're the YouTube guy, aren't you? I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, yeah. I wasn't aware. Just I have fans. It's pretty damn cool. Thank you guys all for watching and everything. I appreciate the fact that you guys come back even when I'm inactive and everything to watch my videos and all that, and you take the time out of your day to do that. I mean, that's awesome. Thank you guys very much for that. I hope you guys have a nice day. Come back for the next video, which is going to be up in a few also. Once again, have a nice day. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to leave a like and comment down below if you ever seen some dumb shit with your parents or whatever, and be sure to subscribe. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and come back next time. Peace.